in many ways, isn't it?
Groundbreaking with its celebration of gender and sexuality. However, the show's creator believes the current climate makes it very hard to contribute to debates surrounding trans issues.
I try not to involve myself in them anymore because no matter what you say, you're going to upset somebody.
It's interesting, 50 years on, any celebrity I ask about these issues is now terrified to talk about it because they've seen what happened to J.K. Rowling.
I don't quite understand what she's said that's supposed to be so upsetting. If someone has a sex change, that's a fact. It's part of the reality. They've had a sex change, that's a fact. To try and deny that you are now a sex change as opposed to a complete and utter one thing or the other is foolish. You know, it's not dealing with reality, and the reality is just be happy. You've climbed a mountain. Now you've got there, don't start looking around and find reasons for making you unhappy. You know, feel liberated by the journey and have joy in your life.
Don't dream And for these Rocky Horror fans, it's clear just how much joy the show still brings.
The beauty, the edginess, the gender blending of it is just completely speaking to my soul.
It's essentially the transgressive nature of it all, but also it's a lot of fun.
I saw this 40 years ago. I'm 74 in June. I told him he's got to wear drag, but he wouldn't.
Rocky Horror, 50 years have passed in the blink of a time warp.
Colin Patterson reporting there. It's coming up to 9:15. It's a bank holiday weekend, and on the plus side is the weather, which is looking rather nice. On the downside is the travel. BA cancellations at Heathrow Airport, gridlock roads, and early this morning problems seem to be building at Dover. We'll get to the E-Gate situation in just a moment, but first Doug Bannister, who's the Chief Executive of the Port of Dover. Morning, Doug. How is it looking now?
Oh, good morning. It's looking okay now, actually. So early this morning, the French border officials, Police All Frontières, had an IT issue where their systems went down, not just in Dover, but across the network. That's now been resolved. We've got a full complement of PATH officers in the port right now, and the traffic's going through controls quite well at the moment. We've got about a 60-minute dwell time right now for cars going through. But it'll take a little while to clear the backlog built up from the IT issues, but we're on top of it and it's moving.
But you've always warned, haven't you, that at peak problems, and this is going into a bank holiday weekend, that's when anything even relatively small can really cause things to happen, and that is more the case now than it was before Brexit.
Well, that's indeed true. So there's things that we can control. I'll give you a good example. Yesterday, we were expecting to be very busy for cars and coaches. So we did over 5,000 cars yesterday and nearly 360 coaches, which is what we were predicting. And that all moved through the system really quite smoothly. All day long, it worked really well. So the plan does work. But when unforeseen things happen, such as technical issues or indeed if there's industrial action or weather delays and that sort of stuff, those are things outside of our control. But what is also true is once we get operating again, it starts moving very quickly. And that's where we are right now at sort of 8:45 in the morning.
Doug Bannister, thank you very much. Well, moving is not what we are hearing this morning because in the last hour, the Home Office have confirmed that the E-Gates at all British airports are down. Lucy Morton is from the Immigration Services Union. Lucy, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Are your members already reporting the effects of this?
It's inevitable when the E-Gates go down. Most frequently they go down in a port rather than nationwide. But you end up putting all the passengers through physically manned officer desks. And that means queues will build very, very quickly. And staff can't take the breaks that they should be taking, that they're legally entitled to, that are necessary for health and safety, and the whole thing will snowball very quickly.
Have we ever had this before, that all E-Gates at airports across the UK, the Home Office says, are down?
If memory serves, it has happened, but